And we're live.
Hello! Welcome to our final, if everything has gone right, Draw for Charity stream of this week. For those who don't know, who have been absent for 5 days, we're currently raising money for Worldbuilders. If you are curious, perhaps want to know more about how you can donate, in the chat right now, you can view our donation link. If you don't see it, and if I've timed this poorly, just type !donate. It should pop up. My name is Pastability. I am chairman of the board of Draw for Charity. But for tonight, as I stand out in front of Strahd's castle, I shall pass it off to our host, the wonderful Michaela Ebel. Take it away.
Hello, it's me, Michaela, also known as McBoots42. But tonight I will be the dungeon master of this game of One Night Strahd with my friends. My pronouns are any pronouns. I am also the co-founder of Draw for Charity. So now you know everything about me. And with that, I'm going to introduce my friends. So first up, we have Danielle.
Hey, my name's Danielle. My pronouns are she, her. By day, I'm an engineer for Bungie. And by night, I play D&D, including playtesting One Night Strahd. Tonight, I will be playing the lovely Emerald Illuminara. She is a pastel Gothgrave cleric suffering from a bad case of tweenage rebellion.
Tweenage. How old is she?
27.
Oh, right. Perfect.
Your parents had big expectations. It's taking a while to move beyond them.
That's a mood.
Yeah,
Excellent.
that is a real mood.
Next up, we have Jake.
So I'm Jake Kurzer. By day, I am an engineer for Bungie. By night, I am an engineer for Bungie. I am the co-author on One Night Strahd, and today I will be playing the geriatric holy turtle. Open question. His pronouns are he, him. My pronouns are he, him, or they, them. So.
Excellent. Thank you.
Me.
Next
Shiny.
up,
Me.
Porsta.
Yes. Hi. I want to introduce myself, but I did a poor job of it. My name is Pasta. Possibility on Twitter. Pronouns are he, him. I will be playing Bosco Levacious, International Man of Mystery. The mystery is what? That's it. That's all I've got.
Oh, could you?
Excellent.
Yes.
And
No, it's quite all right.
What is Bosco?
Bosco is a half-elf and a wizard.
Oh my.
I really hope you can hear me. I hope
We
I'm
can.
doing that loud.
Oh, it's very
Unfortunately, yes.
clear.
Good.
Yeah, no,
Should I
perfect
move
clarity.
the mic closer?
No, please, God.
No.
Wetness is coming through.
Get it out
Okay.
of your mouth.
No, please.
Sorry.
The
I
wetness.
get excited sometimes.
I intend to be using this voice for open question.
Excellent.
I'm gonna die. Shiny.
Save us.
And I am Shiny. I'm Shiny Batgirl on Twitter and the Dungeon Master or Mistress for Acking Team Umlaut's D&D group. And I'm playing, and I'm she, her, and I'm playing Quip tonight, who is a Stad Gnome Ranger Sorcerer who's got a dark past that she doesn't want to talk about and some smeary makeup. And her pronouns are also she, her.
Excellent. Thank you. Wonderful. So without further ado, let us get into One Night Strahd. So, you're recruited by the Church of Tamora to defeat the Vampire Lord of Ravenloft. Their oracles predicted you'd sign the contract. Tamora's Fate Makers insist this means you've already signed contracts, an argument given way by... I'd like each of you to tell me what offer was enough to get you to take the job. Be it wealth, valor, piety,
Yes.
pie.
It was adventure. Is adventure an option?
Yes.
The sheer thrill of it?
Adventure is always an option, sir.
Yes. Pasta originally thought that One Night Strahd was a game about hooking up with Strahd, so that was the original premise for this go-around.
Romance.
Yes.
You would say.
Romance.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. It is time for me to
Right.
settle down and meet the one. I think I could find it in Strahd's castle.
It is a scenic vista. Oh, I'm sure it looks out on great tracts of land.
Huge tracts of land.
That was very awful, Pasta. I just want you to know.
Oh, I think it's going to get worse before
Three.
it gets better.
3 more hours of this.
If you're lucky.
I'm just here from a distraction from the sadness and gloominess that is my life.
And you chose Ravenloft for that.
It's less sad, believe it or not.
Oh no.
We'll see.
Have you considered therapy? Perhaps medication?
As my reward, I have chosen therapy for the gnome.
Did they make these little daylight stone things? They help when it gets dark and gray.
Oh.
Ah, for the seasonal effective disintegration.
Which is
Yes,
permanent
I've heard of this.
in Ravenloft.
Seasonal affect mana deficiencies.
My sadness is too great.
Sad.
I'm not gonna make it through this game. Okay.
I think it's reasonably possible we might all die here.
Well, my family's threatening to cut my allowance if I don't do something sufficiently heroic, so
Yes. Yes. Dying for our cause is incredibly heroic.
You
Yes.
guys got an allowance?
You don't?
No.
Sad.
My
You're-
family's dead.
Oh,
Yikes,
sad.
Scoobs.
I'm here to make a family.
Oh, good God.
oh God.
Not
Anyway,
interested.
Church of Tamara said it was just a smash and grab. They also assured you their gate was perfectly safe. There has been time for some doubt to creep in during your endless fall through the nothingness behind the gate. And finally, consciousness bottoms out, smell of burning ink, and then nothing at all. Cobblestone. Moss. Early autumn. Afternoon, cloudy. Awareness trickles back. Your vision is out of focus, and there's just gray. You turn your head slowly through the pane. Your vision was fine. You were staring off the edge of the world. Perfectly normal. No cause for alarm. You're safe on this little spur of land floating above an endless gray mist. You can see other islands, an archipelago of rhinestones glittering in a tarnished silver sky.
I pick my old broken carcass up.
This part out.
I had paused the recording.
Okay.
It is
That's
now
okay.
unpaused, I believe.
All right, well,
I
you
wish
missed
there
my
was like
bit.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, just let it roll and we'll cut out the parts that we don't need.
There will
Excellent.
be
Okay,
other bits.
other bits. So,
Can I
backing up a
interest you in
little.
a trip across these perilous rope bridges?
Okay, we were going back from you picked your carcass up.
Yes.
I pick my carcass up slowly. It takes a good 5 minutes and then I start helping my comrades up. It would take significantly less time for them to get up on their own.
Bosco absolutely allows it to happen, and then the moment that he's up, he just sits back down. Like, there's no reason to get up and move around right now, so just slowly up and then sits back down the moment he walks
That's
away.
That seems reasonable.
I hop up right away. Ready for adventure.
Excellent.
Is it like,
A young whippersnapper.
Is it like a back handspring? Like, are we like, whoop, bam? Like, is there a monk level to this?
Not that excitable. No, she's just standing suddenly. She's very sneaky.
Surprise.
Yeah, how do you get off the ground?
Emerald sits up and then waits for open questions hand up the rest of the way. She's polite.
It takes a while. There's time to think about your life choices.
There's
Such lovely
definitely
weather.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there supposed to be a castle around here somewhere?
Perhaps. The island you're on is an expanse of scrubland and cobblestone. In the center of the island, there's a greenhouse built around an octagonal tower of marble, both banded with silver. The only other structures are suspended bridges leading to other islands. The late afternoon sun is dim enough that someone's left an oil lamp burning in the greenhouse. It illuminates a profusion of flowers, and the slow wind of this place carries the smell of lilies. Word I cannot say.
Well, gentle them of the audience.
Do you go towards the greenhouse? Do you go on a
There's
bridge to a different
long
island?
pause. Can I suggest that there's another long pause?
Oh God.
We consider, and he's out of breath, the rope bridges to other islands.
There's a house over there. What do we see on the other islands?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Similar to this image that Jake has so kindly shared, there are little scrub and cobblestone islands with bridges. There are multiples of them. You don't have to go straight to the greenhouse, but that is one option you have before you.
Maybe there's something helpful in the greenhouse. Maybe Strahd really doesn't like flowers.
It does seem unlikely he'd have any, long pause, particular predilection for, long pause, flowers.
Bosco pulls out some cold brew and hands it to open question.
The hands reach out very slowly. He takes
leans
it
in.
and he literally just tilts his head all the way back, inserts it, and just tilts it all the way back.
Are you sure that's good for his heart?
No, that's the
Well,
point.
I must tell you, it's actually fabulous for my heart. Your turtle is now vibrating.
Yeah.
You have a vibrating turtle. Congratulations.
Achievement unlocked.
Bosco chills his iced coffee with iced coffee cubes. Pro tip for everybody. DM, if I were to approach, if Bosco were to approach this greenhouse, what do we see?
The greenhouse has a single door of rose quartz etched with concentric octagons. It pushes open easily,
Yes.
and
Bosco
when
takes a look inside.
a little shop spell jingles as you push it open. Water lilies and the little terraced patties fill the space, broken up by stacks of uniform gray boxes. Each box has a long label, but the shop bell jingles again before you can investigate. A cultured-looking frogman is there before you, accompanied by the swish of a long coat and the tinny taste of chaos. The bipedal frog doffs his top hat and bows deeply, in a manner that would be comedic if he didn't maintain eye contact with you the entire time, Bosco.
Bosco does the same thing. It's like anyone around takes psychic damage from how fucking awkward the wide-eyed like bow is. Real recognize real at this point, like kin.
Very good.
They both make me uneasy.
Oh, Moo, lily-pad lord and curio consigner. Very pleased to meet you. I've heard great things.
Yes, my reputation precedes me. Bosco Levacious. How are you today? This fine, overcast day.
I'm terrible. How are you?
Oh, just the same. Just the same. We were supposed to be somewhere else. Murdering somewhere else. They're not here. We're not in the right place. Perhaps you could guide us.
Ah, Well, that I could probably give you some help with. And he steps over, and you can see he is now headed towards the boxes, the stone boxes throughout the room.
Would you say, sir, that you are, may I ask, well, would it be a trouble if I inquired after your nature?
Oh, I do suppose I could share a little bit of that. Omu, Detmonger, Slod Lord.
Slod to meet you, sir.
Slod to meet you as well. Now, is there anything you want to know particularly?
I'll start with what the fuck. Where's all the land, and specifically, I guess, the castle? We're sent to find a castle.
Yes, as you can see around, and probably noticed on your way in, Barovia has been reduced to a silent ruin of floating isles, much like the one you're on now.
I love it, but do you know which of these little chunks might have a castle on it?
Oh, yes. In fact, I would be happy to prepare you for heading into the castle.
Crip looks at her teammates, I guess. Like, eh? More of
You
a,
get-
do we trust this frog man?
Do you get people through here often then?
It's been about 50 years since the last incursion of adventurers by the internal reckoning of Barovia. You see, time runs differently inside, often in fits and starts. Now, if you don't mind, I'd be happy to get you all geared up. You see,
Please.
Yes. We were promised goodie bags of
excellent.
lotion and candies.
No. Also
Oh.
no. The Vampire Lord of Ravenloft has returned, and certain relics will be necessary to defeat them. Now, behind me, I have a box. There are many boxes to choose from. Each of you gets a robe and picks out a magic box. I hope you like what you get. It's yours forever.
Ooh.
And he
Swag.
hands each of you a robe of useful items.
Ugh, I love it.
Ooh. Excellent. What kind of useful items am I looking at here?
I have dropped
I dig
chat.
in. Excellent.
The robe, it functions as a typical robe of useful items, but it has patches for a set of armor of your choice, one silvered weapon of your choice, 30 feet of silk rope, 5 wooden stakes, one ranged weapon of your choice with 40 pieces of silvered ammunition, a spyglass, a compass, a hide shield, and a tombstone with your name on it.
Oh, goody.
Excellent. Can I make the tombstone the armor?
Oh my god.
Like just wear it front?
The shield.
You could
Yeah.
you could get your tombstone and like apply it.
It's about weight
Probably.
reduction here. Like no shield, I can carry more. This is perfect.
Yeah?
Did they spell my name right? Or is this like a Starbucks situation?
Roll me a D100
D100.
percentile.
Yes. Remember the day that you remembered you learned how to read these? Because I did.
Yes.
It was a good day. 32.
32. They did not spell it right. The last name is botched. Someone heard this audibly. It says Lovato.
I take out the silver chisel that is my weapon and a hammer, and I just just putting a T in it. Gotta get the T in there.
Ah, yes.
Yes, just editing it as best I can. So I botch it. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, so amongst these boxes, I have already shared with you the gear packet handout. Do you want to share what items you've picked for your magic items?
I will kick it off with the belt. Dwarven kind, which means creepy half-elf man gets a beard tomorrow. Not today. You have to sleep first and then you get the beard. A cloak of displacement. I don't know what that is. And a cursed alchemy jug. Also don't know what that is. So.
Quip pulls out a bright red cloak that smells faintly of brimstone and puts it on immediately. And a necklace with a number of little shiny beads hanging from it that look a little bit like fireballs. And a cute little tiny silver raven figurine that she sticks to her shoulder for now.
Excellent.
I want to say that Bosco is reaching for that necklace. Bosco is going for that set of items, not when it's on you, when it's in the box. And I go for it and you slap his hand and he just recoils.
She's very sneaky. You think you're going for it, but before you realize what's happening, she's popped up in front of you and yoink!
Almost
skitters away.
There's
I'm
plenty
throwing the
for
set of
everyone.
boxes up
Oh, yes.
over here.
Yes.
Excellent, thank you. Yes, there are many boxes.
But that's what I got.
Spends a solid minute pulling black fabric out of a box before she realizes it's a portable hole. There's a stick that provides a little less confusion. It's a wand of the War Mage. And finally, a spell bead of... She squints at it a little. Contingency. Just in case.
What?
A spell bead of contingency.
Okay.
Yes. Excellent. And lastly,
Open question.
Pulls a long trident very slowly out of one of the boxes, and then faster and faster until it is perhaps too long. It's maybe a good 3 feet too long, and so it towers over him. It looks basically like the world's worst shepherd's crook. And he says, "It's perfect." And then he grabs the immovable rod and feather token as well out of the box, and he looks over the feather token. He says, feather token and an immovable rod. Delightful.
excellent. As you finish picking your gear, the frogman gets more businesslike. Omu ushers you into the marble tower, and here frost drifts through the air in coils. Cold light spills from diamondine rods on the floor, pink, green, red, and white. As you watch, the rods drift into the air and form a sketch of an enormous face. The tangle of colors and fog fills in the rest. Wayfish and exquisite, the woman in the light smiles at you enigmatically. Other faces assemble themselves around her, though they are still as ice. And that is where you can see, you can open up the handout I dropped into chat called Rogue's Gallery.
Rogue's Gallery.
Welcome, beautiful travelers, she smirks. Let me introduce you to our cast. She continues, "Now, my soldiers of fortune, let's see what the cards foresee." A delicate hand made of lily flowers, nested and self-intersected, curls up from the floor. In it, there is a deck of cards. A card drifts up, the devil. It hangs in the air, wreathed in mist. The Lord of Ravenloft hides. You must seek. More cards are dealt, hiding the devil in among them. And Jake, if you would assist me with the tarot cards.
I would be delighted.
Thank you. Delighted.
So I don't have them in perfect order. I
That's okay.
apologize.
So,
But here is the set that appears.
Ace of Cups. Um, Moonlight Slash. Ace of Pentacles. Sunrise's Symbol. Ace of Staves. Nightfall's Armor. Ace of Swords. Sunset Swords. Queen of Swords is... Oh, wait, where is
An ally.
an ally? Thank you. Temperance. The Great Hall in a Date with Destiny. And this is all the Neon Lady reading these out to you.
This
Yes, this
neon lady.
Neon Lady. Thank you. The Devil, shuffled in among the cards. The Hermit, the Library and the Tome. The Hierophant, the Basilica and the Furies. The Lovers, the Crypts and an Ally. There's the Sun, the Wood, the Woods and the Brides. The Tower, the Tower in the Heart of Sorrow. Wheel of Fortune, Yggdrasil and the Wolves. And the World, the Ember Depths and the Dark Powers.
Okay, now, for those who don't know what all of this means, what does all of this mean?
So she has currently just had this lily hand come up and show you all of these cards.
Okay.
And as she showed you the cards, she gave you a little tagline description of some kind of tarot meaning associated with the cards.
Okay.
As she talks, the cards come to rest and then they form two columns, and between them the devil hovers and then burns away in a shock of neon light. And as this happens, two gates slowly open on the facing walls of the octagonal room, one at her left and one at her right. And she
Alright.
says,
Pardon me. I don't mean to interrupt. Which door is to Strahd?
well, it's time to be heroes. You should probably
Yes.
go right for the tower.
This could be a trick. I don't know you. Don't like you.
Well, I have terrible news.
Mm.
We're in what appears to be a hell dimension,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you're worried about which hell dimension we're headed to next. That seems a little after the fact, one might say.
Yes. So it's just hell all the way down, from top to bottom, tip to
I
tank.
assume so.
There's gotta
Do
be
we
a
have
right
any evidence
hell.
against that? I suppose there might be a correct hell for your particular set of sins.
Emerald, which hell is for you?
Me?
Yes. What is your
Have that
optimal hell?
No, I know exactly what it is.
Mm.
My two little brothers.
Yes. Deceivings. Not good. Well, the lady with the card, she said we go right. We go right. I must say goodbye to my frog boyfriend.
What was his name again?
Oh,
A
Deadmonger.
new debtmonger.
Debtmonger?
Mr. Munger. You have stolen my heart. I am in your debt. I shall return to you one day. And we shall kiss. Perhaps dinner.
And then he trots off into the right door. Unless there's something else that
He
needs to be
lifts
done.
a froggy hand and is like,
Mwah.
Going
Carry
right.
I don't know if anyone had like a strategy for left or right.
right to the tower is what
Um,
this giant figure suggested.
Perfect.
So,
She is large, and that makes me want to trust her.
yes, big same.
Yes, if recent
Big
history has taught us
lady.
anything, we trust big women in big towers.
Yes.
He has provided gifts, only one of which is disclaimed as cursed, thus far.
True. Very true.
True.
I picked that one on
And
purpose.
I must mention the cursed one was labeled. An unusual
It wasn't a trick,
courtesy.
a curse trick, yeah.
Courtesy, I don't know.
Curse
In any case, I shall go right, but if you do not mind, I prefer to go last. I'm a bit slow-moving, and otherwise people get impatient.
It's not usually a choice for you, is it, last? Yes. Anyways.
You're gone.
Well, I must tell you, the hare found that I was fast enough.
Oh God. Quip goes to the door.
Thank you for your hospitality, Lord Detmonger, lady.
Yes.
And
hope-
Emerald follows through the door.
God, there's a
hopefully,
diplomat.
We'll see you not soon, but perhaps we will. Good luck.
And as Open Question heads through the door, he sets the immovable rod such that the door cannot close,
Ooh.
and ducks out under it with a jaunty little wave that belies his supposed geriatric status.
One tricky turtle.
Very interesting. So, you had right. And, as you walk, it seems like you haven't, it seems like you haven't gained any elevation, but as you come to the end of this walkway, you find yourself at a parapet. And somehow you are up really high. You see that mist shrouds the upper reaches of Ravenlost's central spire, and you see a gilded door across the bridge of stone that is set before you. There's still time to turn back.
um, before this happens, before we decidedly not turn back, unless somebody really wants to turn back, we can go hang out with the frog guy for a little longer. May I
Sounds like you were
cast?
the only one interested in the frog guy.
Oh, more than interested. That's my husband.
Oh no.
Two things.
You could
May I
do
cast
worse.
mage armor on myself?
Yes,
And may I cast mirror image?
you may. This is Dungeons and Motherfucking Dragons.
Yes, yes. And there is a image of me, Bosco Levacious, with a T silent, just doing this on the bridge, looking around, wide-eyed. But I've put it in the middle of the bridge as far out as I can put a mirror image.
Okay.
Any kind of reaction, ambush?
No,
Okay.
it does not. Jake has shown us some lovely pictures of Omu Detmonger here. So,
I love him.
Oi!
If you were going to pick a frog husband, you could do worse.
I agree.
What?
Dreamy eyes.
I could say
Quite.
more. I'm not going to say more. Very handsome. Very handsome.
What? So
With
charming.
arcane power. You did catch the bit where he described himself as a slod lord, did you not?
I like his
I don't-
specs.
I don't judge. I don't know what that means. I don't care.
And Open Question's voice goes quiet and smoother, and he says, "Look, I understand that you are here for the japes and the jokes, elf.
I intend to kill the vampire.
We can do both. I
That's
cast the mirrored
true.
image across the bridge.
Yeah.
I tried to find the ambush. I'm trying to go across.
No.
My voice has changed a little bit, such as yours.
My concern lingers primarily with your romance of the literal king of chaos.
Oh, that's why I liked him.
Okay, just so long as you know,
Thank you. Good looking out, my friend. Good looking out.
I'm not inclined to tadpole block you or anything like that. Oh, pardon me, it's the term frog block.
Oh, frog block is good.
Frog block is rather good. Look, should you choose to lily pad up in your own time, it is no skin off
You're just a hobble.
my... Do I have teeth? Do turtles have teeth? DM?
Yes, terrifyingly.
Excellent. No skin off my teeth.
Ah,
Heck.
Quit.
Turtles also have teeth skin. Pasta, as a small aside, I really enjoy that for whatever reason your camera refuses to acknowledge your hands as part of your body.
yes.
No,
was
they're
joking earlier that-
see-through.
This is what happens when you wash your hands too much.
Oh, no.
Excellent. So yeah, you sent out mirror image. Nothing else happened to it. It does not seem
Cool.
to have triggered any traps.
All right.
So
That's
we'll
a
probably
good precaution.
want to trim, just hand on head. I don't mind the japes at all, of course. This is Dungeons and Motherfucking Dragons.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I thought there was
I
a
just
button
wanna-
after that, and I was like, "Oh, did I go too far?"
No, there's absolutely no but. No.
Yeah.
I figured that was a
Give
character.
Japes puns very excellent.
Japes
This
Puns
is
very
a
good.
pro
Yes. Okay,
pun
This
fire.
is Dungeons and Motherfucking Dragons. There actually is no but.
Excellent.
In fact, I don't have a butt. I have a shell. I have a tail,
Hey.
but no butt.
Hey.
Gotta be a butt under there somewhere.
No, there's no butt. It's all
I'm
I'm gonna
spine.
find. I'm gonna find the butt.
Please don't find it.
This
I'm
stays
gonna
in.
find it.
This stays in.
So, with being the gentleman that Bosco Levacius is, will walk up to the edge of the bridge and then gesture for Emerald to cross.
So trusting.
Yes. Yes.
The wind whips you back and forth, but the railings of the bridge hold. It is frigid up here. You see the gilded door at the other side of the bridge is free of frost or snow, and it is sculpted in a bas-relief depicting a shockingly beautiful elven woman clothed in gold and mother of pearl. Her hair and skin are unadorned, black basalt left bare. The door becomes translucent, then fades at your touch. But
Is
inside-
there a
Oh,
is
go
there a
ahead.
moment and an ability to maybe pry off some of the gold and mother of pearl?
It seems like it wasn't actually there. It's more of an illusion.
Sorry, Shiny, I interrupted.
Activated.
Not at all.
Okay.
I think I was saying something dumb.
Okay.
It is welcome. Say your dumb things. It
It
is
is welcome.
appreciated.
We have art for the woman in question. This is the headshot. And then over
Ooh.
here, this is the tower. So this is what you see on your walk up.
Up the bridge. Yes.
So, is this haughty Strahd? Did anybody get a description?
This
Yes.
this hardy is not the Strahdy, I think.
No. Behind the door, after it had disappeared, you see a blank gray room with an oddly carved floor.
Interesting. Are we talking something along the lines of like step on the wrong part of the carved floor and you're gonna get a perhaps? Do we have a rogue in the party?
No.
Did I hear that sound effect again? It's really good.
Crispy.
I can't make that noise.
I can't
Can I
do it that tight.
investigate this floor? Or arcana-ify this floor?
Sure. Does everyone go in?
I go in.
I don't step on the
Fine.
floor.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
go in and
excellent.
immediately pull into my shell.
Sure.
I stand on the shell.
I push the shell
That's what I
across the
was hoping
floor.
for. I was hoping that I would be helpful.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Climb on
so
top.
as you walk past this faded door, um, going into the room, checking out the weird carved floor, the door shivers back into existence, and the carved woman in the door is now watching you. And she smirks, and in that moment you realize that the curious patterns on the floor below you flow into the walls to depict two great hands cupping the room. And the floor begins to move, and the roof fades, and you are carried up at a leisurely pace into the stratospheric reach. Here, you would gain the benefits of a short rest. It's leisurely, right? It's very chill. Like a very not alarming elevator. And floor after floor slithers by, visible through the gaps between the great stone fingers on the lift, and each floor is identical. It's a lavish study lined with bookcases and 2 cylinders of murky green glass. You see enough to guess they're about 6 or 7 feet tall. What do you do?
A lot of libraries.
Or a lot of the same library. Someone has backups?
Smart. Yes. Very smart.
Open Question's head pokes out of the shell, glances around, and pulls back in.
How are we getting Open Question around? Like, are we all carrying him like a casket?
I think we're still just standing still as far as
Okay, we haven't moved yet?
Still
Okay.
standing on him.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
standing
cool.
on I'm sitting on his shell, and I like tap on the shell. Mr. Old Man, there seems to be lots of levels of the same thing over and over again. Was this in the dossier that I didn't read?
The head pops out of the shell and then does this horrible thing where it inverts. And so it's staring backwards up at you, which if you've ever dealt with a snapping turtle is not good. He says,
No, this was curiously absent.
and you can see all the way down that terrible turtle throat. This is the worst possible Ninja Turtle.
My least favorite Ninja Turtle.
An Emerald Sea. Is it the same books on each floor, or is it different books on each floor?
It seems like the same books on each floor.
So we just pick a floor? Anybody?
Does it ever stop? If we look up, does it seem like it's going somewhere, or does it just keep going and going and going?
Right now, it just seems like it keeps going.
Balls.
I guess we
You've
just-
probably
Hold on,
passed
stop on the
about
lift.
you've passed about 40 floors so far.
Did somebody press all the buttons?
Yes.
I'm afraid that Bosco is in the habit of pressing everyone's buttons.
Can we, as a group, do you guys want to, like, just pick a floor and go for it? Like, I feel like this is the Super
Might as
Mario
well.
64, like, endless stair.
Yeah.
So Bosco will get behind the turtle, and push like a puck on a air hockey table, and just shove onto a floor and then follow.
He slides frictionlessly along. It's literally like a puck on an air hockey table. In fact, he lifts up a little bit and just sort of skips. There's a certain, we might say, Mario-esque vibe. sitting in there.
Yeah.
Looks really
and he,
excited
in fact,
and then goes back to looking morose as soon as it stops.
Yeah. He clinks like gently into the wall.
Beautiful.
All right.
This is our stop. Are we getting off?
So
Yes.
as you have scooted your turtle off of the platform, the hands stop, and you are able to depart and check out this floor that you're on.
Oh, sure, now she stops.
Yeah, let's do, like, I guess, there's no library use in this game, so, perception?
Sure. Give me a
Okay.
perception roll.
Doo-doo-doo! Ooh, wow, I actually rolled well for once in my life. 19. No. No. 14.
Damn, math is hard.
Big difference.
Okay, 14. So, you're looking around, you're looking at the books?
Yes, I'm just trying to figure out, like, what section we're in, what type of books there are.
Sure, so, you see that there is, a kind of organization to this. It's pretty well organized. As you look through stuff, you're pretty sure that these are all spell books in many different languages and bindings, suggesting that there have been many owners of these books. If you
Okay.
spent some time here, you could probably find a spell and scribe it down for later.
Yeah. What kind of spells can we get?
If you spend an hour here, you can find any spell of 3rd level or lower.
Okay.
It's a wizard vampire.
A vampire, you might say.
Vampire.
A wizard.
Quip rolls her eyes and it's like, people who don't just come with magic are cheaters.
Wait, what?
I mean,
You had to learn your magic.
wow, Christ.
We both went to school for a long time. It was very difficult. No one to think he was cheating. These hurt your feelings too.
I mean, my view on the matter is that the poor little gnome's probably been through either a lot or a hell of a lot, and is probably, how to phrase this, damaged gnomes.
I wouldn't call going through Nego Island po phase a lot, but we've all been there.
It depends on how long the phase is. You know, particularly if you sort of swing back and forth through it like a pendulum in a pit.
I get the joke.
Yes, well, there
Some of
were some
us-
telltales to it.
Some of us have to read books, some of us just suffer for it. That's all.
So, I do have a couple of small questions, madam, if you don't mind. What would you describe as suffering?
Small?
Oh,
that?
they're short.
A
width
dig?
Down. No. Maybe.
Just still sitting on you.
Would you like it more if it was a dig? I'm unclear on the social dynamic here.
Honestly, I'm not even sure anymore. My suffering is
Jesus.
too great. If I told you,
Lord
you would
in
die
heaven.
of heartbreak.
I mean, wow. Okay. How
I'm
about
a
you, Emerald?
survivor.
Noted.
Oh god.
Known and noted. I'll write a note here on the inside of my shell.
Just
You
withdraws.
hear the scratching of a little pin.
God. That's awful, and I don't know why, but it's awful.
It's really bad, isn't it?
It's quite bad.
It's loud for you, too. Echoes.
Yes. Yes.
So, how do we progress from here?
Yeah, so at the moment, is there a spell that you want to find?
I am not super familiar, so I'm just going to take a mulligan on that. That's not the proper phrase, but that's what we're gonna go with for now.
Okay. If
I
you
don't know
want
what's a good spell.
I can also grab you the D&D Beyond thingy for it.
What kind of wizard are you?
I am a. Well, see, the thing is, I didn't make this
True.
class. This was a pre-made class that comes with One Night Strahd. What a deal! What a savings! What a value!
What a deal.
I am a Oh God, Blade Singer? Is that it? Is that a wizard thing? Blade Singer?
You are a blade singer.
I sing
It
blades.
is a. Oh God. You are a blade singer.
Excellent.
And it is a pre-made wizard class under the hood. It uses the new one from Tasha's, which has a couple of nice advantages. Basically, you can replace a attack during an attack sequence with a cantrip, and you get extra attack. So it actually is a lot of fun.
Okay.
So you can zap while you whap.
Nice.
Oh,
I should be clear on this. The song that my blades sing is Hall & Oates.
Oh, no.
They do prefer Private Eyes. But yes, anyways, back to
Jake has
D&D.
wilted.
I killed him.
Lightning bolt.
Just your hands.
Honestly,
Okay,
that looks
that's
pretty
really
metal.
funny.
It looks pretty metal with the background you got going on.
It's one of the chairs that we have.
It's
Oh,
a good
wait.
chair.
These are
Okay.
showing custom spells. Make these go away.
Yes. I think, for better or for worse, the majority of people bought one of those chairs.
Fair.
Yes, well,
So joking aside, this is one of the pre-made characters. You should have a pre-made spell list. It's pretty good. Your backbone spell is probably, your backbone cantrip is Booming Blade, which you generally will replace one attack with. I don't think that's going to come up in the tower. In the tower, you're more likely to get use out of Mirror Image or
You're a player. You're not supposed to know this
maybe
stuff.
Haste.
That's
I
okay.
mean,
There is some
Who
metagaming
knows?
allowed. It's helpful.
yeah.
Who's helping you? Pasta?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pasta.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There's actually pretty explicit handling for metagaming. So your character knows what you know.
Excellent. Okay.
It never.
Okay. Yeah. So
Block of familiars.
Yeah.
what's next?
A whole bunch.
Ah, okay.
is there
So
anything else in this area?
you will look
Yes,
around.
it's weird.
There are the two pillars.
I inspect them closely.
Okay. You check them out, and there are motionless elven women, one in each cylinder. One of them is bubblegum pink, and the other one is black and silver, like a drow.
Bubblegum pink.
I've got an 18 Arcana to investigate.
Okay.
What do I know?
You can see that although there are some color discrepancies, that these are clones. Their features are very, very similar. And like mechanically, magically, they're clones.
As per the spell,
Yes.
horrifying.
Yes. Alright, so
In fact, my head slowly pulls back into the shell.
excellent.
So it's a very redundant vampire wizard.
Yes, there is an element of redundancy here. And at this point, are you wanting to continue hanging out in the study? Are you going to go back on the lift? Are you trying to take any spell books or just the copies that you made?
I mean, it's not Barnes & Noble. I'm not taking a book with me. Just copy it down and then leave. It's rude to
Excellent.
steal. For me, at least.
Very
Y'all can steal it.
principled.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is Quip a larcenist? Larcenist? Is that stealing? Larceny?
Oh.
would think it was.
I am a sorcerer. Stealing these spell books would do me no good.
That's true.
Have you
Can't learn from
considered
them.
spite?
He's got like 18 levels of these. I don't know if it would do any. Like, there's so many copies of these books. We went by like 16 levels of the same book over and over. Seems moot. I like to steal stuff that people would miss.
Wow.
Now
All right.
respect this.
I push the turtle back onto the... Sorry, you're just a hockey puck now. I push you back onto the elevator.
Yeah, this is how I've always wanted to use the pull within shell ability, and this is the only time I've ever gotten to use it. I've played like 250 hours of a turtle, and I've never used this ability for anything other than comedy.
Excellent.
So it's really, really nice to be able to get it for this.
Excellent.
Comedy,
My new favorite
but
mount.
functional.
Wink,
Shiny.
wonk.
Wink wonk.
Oh man, yeah.
We're gonna
seriously,
have to tell the
make sure I
story
tell
off
you
mic.
that story. Yeah, this is awful.
You know, there are rather a lot of flaws here. And rather a lot of clones. I mean, that's a lot of spare bodies. How are we feeling? I guess what I'm asking. You know, are we like, sheesh, or are we more like, sheesh?
Sheesh.
The best. My new favorite sheesh.
So I guess, what sort of ice is in our veins? The I'm good for anything stuff, or the I'm about to, have a coronary sort of stuff? Or bravery is what I'm asking.
Nothing
Or
scares
d-
me anymore. I've seen
okay.
darkness.
Okay, that's pretty fucked up. You should definitely talk to someone about that.
Yes, we're going to get you to a therapist after this.
Yes, mandatory therapy. Involuntary
only-
assisted therapy.
It only works if you go voluntarily, but,
And actually, it turns out that outcomes are tolerable for even, never mind, we can discuss this later, but the recent research on this matter is fairly positive, actually, speaking as a life cleric.
Oh my god.
Pasta's writing this down, and so is Bosco.
I'm literally a doctor, not in real life. But I play one in the game, so that at least there's one version of me my parents aren't disappointed in.
Your parents are lovely. You're not disappointed.
I know. It's weird. It distresses me.
They should be.
I didn't say that. It's just weird. Anyway,
Anyway,
I'm sure your parents are lovely turtles.
yes, an entire clutch of them. We don't really know who the dad is due to the mechanics of turtle fertilization, but the broad strokes is that I've got like 7 dads and at least one mom, because actually the clutches get buried, and you're never really sure which clutch hatched which turtle. So 7 possible
7
dads,
dads.
somewhere around 3 possible mothers, broadly
7 dads,
speaking.
3 moms. Imagine.
Imagine. In any case, yes, now that we've discussed the finer points of my rather confused genealogical bush, or is it more of like a kudzu, a crawling vine? Look, it's
Oh my
flat and
God.
wide is what I'm getting at. It's not
What
a tree.
What y'all want to do?
What
Go
would you like to
jumps
do?
off the elevator. He's dead.
Back into the
I did
library.
not say you can die yet.
Yeah, so we're still going up?
Yeah.
You can get back on the lift.
Oh, I
And-
assumed we were on the lift. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought the
no,
whole thing was going on the
we
lift.
went back onto the lift.
Okay,
we went
so
back on the lift.
once everyone
So
is on
that
the
whole
lift.
bit was basically as we were ascending, right? Like basically, I
Never
was
ending.
hoping that bit would end basically as we pulled into station,
That's perfect. Yes. So,
right? And so literally,
as-
Bosco could just run screaming into the wizard's study.
Perfect. So you go up, and probably pass about 100 floors at least. And eventually the lift slows even more and very gently tips you out into a foyer. A foyer, if you fancy.
For yay.
Stairs climb up to a giant room, furnished in deep warm greens, brass, and white leather. Above you, a huge orrery spins. Through walls of lambent energy, you can see other rooms, including a bedroom where a giant cartoon spider is reading through 8 books that drift near as many human eyes. In another room, a familiar elven woman with stone-gray skin is undoing braids in her hair of sage-green snakes. At a leather-top desk, an inquisitive cephalopod eyes you with optimism. It raises a tentacle that flows like mist, pulling the mass of the octopus along and through and away as it forms an elven woman who strides across the desk towards you before hopping lightly down.
There's art for this moment showing now.
Is what? Oh,
There's
yes.
art for the moment
Oh,
showing
yes, thank you. I am going to make that bigger.
Ooh. Oh no. I hold tighter to the turtle shell.
I am Petrina. As she speaks, great shutters open, and you can see that you are above the mist, above the clouds, and sunlight streams in slowly, and you stare out into the featureless emptiness. And in a voice of cool curiosity and executive command, she asks, "Would you describe yourselves as thinking or judging, introverted or extroverted?" And while she talks, 7 stone pillars rise from the ground, carrying all of you up into the orrery.
I consider myself more of an autumn. Earth tones. You see, yes.
Extroverted. Judging.
Perfect, thank you. And the rest of you?
Introverted.
EINT, fuck yourself.
Introverted, curious, sad.
Introverted curious.
Sad.
Intro curious.
She notes this down. And as you go up on these pillars, you see that far above the orrery, at the pinnacle of the spire, you can see a man encased in amber, burning endlessly in the sun.
That doesn't look healthy.
Like, I'm on fire forever. Ah.
Yeah,
Or- Okay.
like a
Ah!
yeah,
So that's a bad case of sunburn.
very.
Do I have create water?
No,
He's encased in amber.
Oh.
Yeah,
not peanut butter.
it's in a jar.
Entombed, it looks like.
Quite.
Pardon me, hostess. Actually, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, it's Petrina.
I'm hard of hearing, you see. Pat Rana,
Nice to meet you, hard of hearing.
Porchetta. There we go. You said porchetta, right?
Yes, close enough.
All right.
No, it's
Well, if
Petrina.
that's what you prefer, Petrina.
Quip covers
Yeah,
the
that's
sides
really
of his
funny.
shell as though she's covering his ears. Don't mind him. He's slow.
In every way imaginable.
Terribly slow.
The orrery of the plains spins around you, and the other creatures below melt like wax and flow in rivulets up into this woman. We're going to play a simple game, or I
come on.
suppose you could turn around and leave.
Hypothetically, if we leave, what happens next? Like, do we leave, as in leave this mortal coil? Or is it more of like a more temporal and immediate departure?
I mean, you could leave, take the lift back down.
Oh,
I'd be
okay,
happy to
so
escort
not a
you
death
out, but
threat.
no,
Oh, weird.
it's just a
I'm not.
game.
I'm not getting on that lift again. It's too long.
Who is that who is that man in the amber?
Oh, a vampire.
Any particular vampire?
Strahd.
Do you have any particular attachment
Oh.
to Strahd?
I
Yes.
don't in particular, but Strahd is not currently the vampire lord of Ravenloft. See, he's been encased in amber for a while.
Shelved, you might say.
Shelved.
Vaulted content.
Yes,
Awaiting
quite so.
sunset.
Behind the paywall.
No. It's
Not really a
unavailable until refreshed.
This is why it was a smash and grab.
Yes, you have the rock? Throw the rock!
I
Throw the rock!
suppose.
Toss the rock. Please toss the rock.
Throw the rock at the amber.
Was there was there a whole thing for us to play? Like a whole thing, a game that perhaps maybe you designed over the past couple of months?
Oh, I mean,
Actually, it's been about 2 years of
2 years! And we bypassed it with a rock.
I don't think the rock is gonna break
can
the
certainly
game,
try.
but
yeah. Go
yeah,
for
give
it.
give him an attack roll, I guess. Would that be an attack roll?
I would say attack roll, yeah.
Good luck, Godspeed.
Oh, do I have any
Has
boons?
their own weapon.
Can I buff you at all?
If you wanna.
No,
say
I don't.
No to a buff.
I got haste, that's about it. I don't think that's gonna help you here.
2 rocks.
It's not gonna help because I rolled a 7. Like, yeah. It just goes wide. Like, ugh. The turtle. I probably should have gotten off the turtle first, or at least stood up.
It would have been best. Well, I guess we have to play the game now. It was our only rock, you see. And thankfully, we have no other objects that can be thrown. Certainly no turtle shells that can be launched, as per the antics of some imaginary plumber.
Please, any god up there, I'm going to look at my spell list and I'm going to see catapult. I'm going to see catapult on my spell list and I'm going to throw that turtle at Strahd. I don't have it.
Quip leans down. She goes, I have this necklace of fireballs, but I feel like the vampire lady won't
Put it
appreciate
in my
it.
mouth and throw me at the thing.
We'll do a warthog jump. We
Let's
put all the grenades
go!
underneath the warthog.
You're
Yeah.
much bigger than me.
But that's a tactical error on your part.
I
But
agree.
you'll find I'm quite light. Age has withered me to a mere 25 pounds.
Oh, God!
Oh no. My strength is my dump stat, she says out loud.
And then that terrible other turtle voice says, look, if you're going to do it, we really should be careful about it. And I do think we should probably use the necklace. I am comfortable with this being a one-way ticket to the amber box. So if you need me to toss myself that way, just say the word, you troublesome gnome.
God!
He leans over the shell to Bosco. It's like, the creepy turtle wants me to throw him with my necklace of explosions.
I believe the phrase is, you'll have to toss me.
Quick meta before I continue with this role play. The lady with all the stuff, she was like talking about something that we were gonna do.
A game.
Yes.
A game.
We are
Bosco.
talking about this literally right in front of her.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Bosco will kind of
totally.
turn to the party and be like, listen, I like this. Plan B, very good. The Rock was plan A. This is plan C. Plan B, play the game. Game don't work, throw the turtle. Sound good?
I am
Yes.
amenable to this.
Yes.
Also, I
Extremely
can-
amenable to this.
I can teleport you. If you put my cloak on your shell, I could teleport you.
Yes,
To
just
the
drape,
amber
drape
thing.
me in the magic cloth and vanish me like a proper wizard.
Yeah,
Sorcerer,
sorcerer.
trash.
I'm a sorcerer. Anyway, yes,
Can you even
games.
cast a teleport spell?
Emerald,
I have a
do you
cloak.
have any input?
I have a cloak.
I have a jar of eyeballs.
I have an accessory for that.
I have an app for that.
At least 100 stories up, probably more. I think it might be effective to just push.
Tip.
We might not need to kill a turtle with fireballs.
He seems
Need-
like he wants to die.
Want, maybe.
Then I would
Let's
have
see
to
how
walk
bad I
back.
make you guys during the game. Plays to you, Em.
Patrina just has been waiting you out, like, not bothered
I
whatsoever.
love this character.
Nice hot lady. What is your game details?
Oh,
How do we play this game?
of course, of course. Um, the DM lost their spot. One moment.
That's okay.
So the game,
Best.
I will assume a form. You will assume a form that counters mine, and we shall wager the forms we started.
Ooh, classic wizard duel. I like this.
Classic. The most
Classic.
classic. Apologies
Alright.
to Neil Gaiman.
Ah,
Forms we started with. As in us right now.
Kind of. So this is where I will take off the Patrina has. Actually, Jake, do you have a succinct explanation for our players
Yes.
today?
Yeah. Do you want me to spoil what happens if they lose?
No, just
It's
explain
really funny.
what the steps are for picking a form.
Sure. So the way you take a form is that you role play the assumption of a form. There's a list of forms. I'll throw them up on screen as soon as we're ready to get down to that business. Basically, you'll role play the form assumption. You'll pick a skill, and then you'll go from there. And so Patrina will go through a series of forms based in part on what forms we pick and what forms the GM thinks are suitable. The first part is pretty scripted. The second part is much more freeform. So there's sort of training wheels built into the process. But that's the gist of it. And if you fail the skill checks, you basically, your form doesn't counter successfully, right? Like, as per sort of a classic wizard duel, like, you do not one-up Merlin and you get owned, and you have to try again with a new form. But
Got
you've
it.
only got endurance for so many forms, right?
Yeah,
Sooner or
and it'll
later,
make sense,
you wear
so-
out.
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
make like
And
Sword
the
in
way
the
this
Stone.
is represented, it's exactly like Sword in the Stone.
Okay.
In fact, this is as close as I could get D&D to emulating that experience. And it took it was very painful. It was like excruciating to do this. The good news is anyone could build something off of this pretty easily, now that the bones are here.
I actually could have
and-
used this a little while ago.
Yeah.
helpful.
I'm
It's
sorry
real
we
cool.
didn't get it out the door sooner. Trust me, I wanted to. Let me just be real clear there. So the only thing to note is that the way you lose as players is by running out of forms,
Oh,
not
okay.
by dying.
Got it.
Yep.
Dying won't get you out of this game.
Got it.
That's true. And
So if one of
you-
us dies, somebody else takes over the form changiness?
You'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you die, if you die, when you die, we have a thing for that. So these are the form cards. You each should have the PDF of it as well if you want, and you can take turns. Each of you players, you can be the active player in any order, but all players have to have a turn before anybody repeats, being like the leader and the active player for that round. So, who wants to go first?
Open
The
question.
dome.
You have a question?
Nope. Shiny had it right first. No, I said
not
open
it.
question, but
I said not it. But my hands weren't out of my shell, and so I guess I didn't touch my nose in time.
Emerald. Emerald, you're
You
up.
see that?
happy
You
to
see
go
the
first.
hands come out of the shell very slowly. There's plenty of time to touch your nose first, Emerald.
I'd be happy to go first.
All right. So,
And then,
up here,
long after you've said that, eventually the hand touches the nose.
up here in the orrery, there's a whole lot of space, and as you say, you'll go first. Patrina says, "I am the stag goddess, mother and father to the forest, life-giver, way-shaper." And she changes. A titanic pregnant dryad with the head of a stag and a great snarled antlers.
We have art for this.
Mhm.
There's actually art for each of the forms that she can assume.
Ooh.
But here is the
Oh my god.
splash illustration for this one.
Yes. It's really good.
That's so cool.
And she says,
Oh, I see.
you can't fight a god directly. Choose an angle. Who do you become?
Um, I am... there we go. I am the ranger. I owe the wilds no fealty, but I know how to travel them well.
Excellent.
And I
So-
would be happy to roll you some survival.
Perfect.
Okay, I love the shit out of this, by the way.
Me too,
Just
my god.
just saying that this is like I'm going to be doing this in one of my next games. Like this is
And
cool as hell.
that
It's super
is rather good. That is going to be a 26.
A 26. All right. So that
Okay.
is a success.
And you make another check after that, I think, right?
You make a
Same
second roll.
skill or different?
Either.
Let's stick with the same. That is significantly worse. That is a 14.
14. Okay. So, Jake, if I'm interpreting this correctly, the DC for this one is 16?
Yes.
Okay, so that means you have one success out of 2 possible successes. And Patrina grins as her antlers catch you, even as her form fails. So, because you were the one who rolled this, you will take half of 44 magical slashing damage.
Oh, sorry, was that 44?
4d4.
D4. Got
So
it.
you'll
Okay.
take 5 total.
Not 22.
Not 22.
My first thought was 22.
Got it.
Yes, that's all.
And
D4 is always difficult.
yeah, we use a lot of them. So this is what the form looks like on the back end. So it looks like this.
Mhm.
And we can talk about that after game if people are curious.
Yes. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's super cool. All right. So, Patrina asks, would you venerate her or rebel, or worse, steal her secrets? And she waits for an answer, and there's some hint that this is a personal question in a sense, one she herself has had to answer, and the rhythm of the game is becoming familiar. She picks, you pick. She changes, and do you choose venerate, rebel, or steal her secrets?
Venerate.
Venerate.
Your face, Pasta.
Hmm?
Sorry, most of your face was gone because your
Oh my god. I'm
You look
disappearing
like Terminator
into the
for
Fae.
a second.
There's only Bouncy Castle.
No, Pasta.
It's so
Sorry.
spooky.
I
No,
didn't
it's
mean
really
to break
funny.
it. It just killed me.
So
It's been
Patrina,
happening the whole time.
I honestly didn't notice either. You just look as good as the bouncy council at least. So Patrina changes,
Best I can do.
and she becomes a let's see, the world around her changes around the changeless Dryad Lord. And she says, I am the tolling bell, the war at your wooden gates. And with a voice like grinding progress, Patrina is a great smithy, and the iron mines that feed it, an army armed. A quick blade and a skirmisher tend to be the best way to cut through a disorganized legions of foes, or another legion. So what form do you pick to counter this empire?
Do you mind if I step forward?
Go for it.
And let's see.
Sorry, is this the walled city, or
Yeah.
is this the walled city, or
Yeah.
is this? Okay.
And rising onto first his knees and then standing fully, quick now and steady, catching the gnome with one hand and setting her down alongside him. Open question says, I am the rock, many-winged and a titan of the air. I crash down upon you.
Excellent.
A craw.
Kakra.
Cra.
As is mandatory, we must kakra.
Kakra.
Yes,
Sad.
it is
sad
the way.
kakra.
Sad.
One last kakra
Slow.
for the road.
Cra. So, what skill would you like to roll for this?
I will be using perception, shocking everyone. And do I get any advantage or disadvantage or anything?
Yes, you do get advantage.
Oh,
Yes, sorry, that is something that I missed previously in Danielle's turn. But, yes.
that is a 18
because-
for the first roll.
Okay.
And I will not use the same skill again, even though it would be better because it is less interesting. And I will go ahead and roll... do I have nature? I have a sense that I don't have nature or intimidation. Maybe I have nature. That'd be cool. I probably don't. But I think nature would make the most sense.
You're a turtle. You're one with nature.
I'm actually a city slicker. That's kind of
City
problematic.
turtle.
Yeah, I'm a city turtle. Like, I understand that, like, you think we're just out there in the wild, but that's kind of crass, actually.
I'm a forest gnome. I've seen some turtles.
Yeah, I know. Everybody says they know a turtle.
I know a
You've got
turtle.
a
Turtle's
turtle
your best friend.
Some of my best
One
friends are
turtle
turtles.
friend. Yeah,
He's
one of your
like-
best friends. Yeah.
Ki- Kind of turtle that
Mhm.
eats pizza, you know?
Yeah, I'm a pizza-eating
A
murder
sewer
turtle.
turtle.
A myrtle.
A myrtle.
Did you say a sewer turtle?
Yes.
I'm gonna bite.
Are we rolling initiative now?
Bring it on.
That is
Not
a 22 on
Damn.
a lucky nature check. So yeah,
Okay, excellent. So,
the rock spreads its wings.
Gra, motherfuckers. And to this, you hear a different voice. One that might be a little familiar from earlier in tonight's session. It says, You thrash maniacally through the assembled legions. You fall upon them, O spear of mine. You are a calamity. It sounds kind of like the giant neon lady.
Thought you were a friend.
And the flames and charneled barbarians speak with Petrina's voice. When they broke, peace burned us out. We killed so many. We fled below. A masked figure walks out through the horde, her shadow killing thousands. I made different travel plans. And she steps into the night, taking a new form. Very quickly, does anybody have arachnophobia in this stream?
Oh, good.
I do, but I wrote the darn thing, and I put a spider in here anyway, so hit me with that.
For you.
You did it to
I
yourself.
will
Just for
touch,
you.
I'll touch the X if I need to.
Okay, yes. Let me know. So her new form. 2 great lakes crack the earth under the elven forests, then 2 more and more until there are 8. I am poet, ancient servant of the webbed goddess, the eyes of hope, the countless mouths. And all things touched by the poet's gaze burst into spiderous monstrosities. Poet is an arch-fiend, the new emblem of the fallen goddess in her madness and her grief. They are exceptionally dangerous, corrupting most physical foes, and the endless beast marches forward as you become... Who's next?
Bosco looks over to Quip and goes, I don't have anything for this. I got nothing. Quip, you have to do something!
Oh no. I can only think of dumb things.
Any inspiration, DM?
Well, so which one is this? by
That
the way?
okay, yeah, that is deserving of inspiration. Take an inspo, pasta.
Oh, cool.
It's very good.
Which one is this again?
This one is an eldritch spider.
I'm not. Am I looking at the wrong thing?
So I have monsters that are different from the forms that you
Yeah.
take.
Oh,
Fair.
okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So these are the things that you can decide what you think would defeat an eldritch spider.
And you can replace a form if you want to, but most people find it easier to rely on the ones printed.
got it. Okay.
Yeah, if you have some like cool thing in mind that's not on paper, you can just pick a card to use the abilities and tell me your
Interesting.
cool big thing.
Be a giant salt shaker.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's
sure.
slugs.
That's for slugs.
That's slugs.
Um,
He got
Another angrier spider.
athletics, deception. I was
The
looking at my
Portia
stuff.
spider, known for hunting other spiders.
Quip, if you don't have something, I can probably try something.
I have something-ish, but it's mostly cheesy.
All right.
So is mine. So why don't you go
Okay.
ahead?
Then Quip stands up real as tall as she can and says, I am the Djinn, and I wish there were no spiders here.
Yeah, that was good. Yes.
That was very good.
Nice one.
So,
And I'll use Arcana.
okay.
Oh god. I don't know, it's spiders. Oh my gosh! That's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Which is a 24 if you add my modifier, but
All right.
she says, womp womp womp.
Pom-pom-pom. So that definitely succeeds. It's not one of the ones that gets advantage, but you already succeeded. So now you can do a second ability check for a different skill.
She's not as good. Can I just, you said I could just do Arcana again?
You can.
Because she's not as great in the other skills.
That is okay.
And that's a 16.
16.
Not as cool.
Okay, a 16 is just shy, so that gives you 1 out of 2 successes.
Oh no. I
Your
tried.
skin crawls as you struggle against the burning gaze of the poet. And you take a little bit of damage here, of the psychic variety.
No thanks.
So,
Isn't this what you wanted? You want to die?
I've got enough psychic damage as it is.
Ouch.
Burn me,
Everyone-
smash me.
Everyone says they want to die, but spiders rarely comes up.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not like
very
I
true.
want to die by spider. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. That wasn't on my list.
You have a list?
Don't you?
No!
Oh.
I'm having a brain fart. For halves on odd numbers, is it round up or round down?
Pick one that makes you happy, but technically round down.
Okay, so 15 would be 7 points of psychic damage.
Ugh. My brain.
Your brain. And Patrina shrugs this mighty form off, splitting the carcass in a parody of molting as she emerges, and she changes again.
You
Gross.
sure you want to do this? You do not understand the arena for which you are stepping into.
She
Forms.
says,
I am form.
form itself.
Yes.
And she says, I am life eternal, hungry, violent, and proud. I am the vampires, bastard children of Sol Invictus. and the creature yawns with a lazy, toothsome satisfaction. Your foe now is not a vampire, but all vampires, the idea of a rebirth hungry and bountiful. Persistence and faith are your best weapons. What form do you pick?
I'm not good at these skills, but
The next one's gotta be, the next one's...
it's me, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. Being a wizard with high intelligence, but really only for casting spells. So I see all vampires.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Let me double check and make sure I'm not about to absolutely screw myself. I can't do that. Yeah.
In this one, you can do a form skill, or you can do something that uses an attack roll.
I got something.
All right.
And I turn to them and I say,
I am that which the vampire fears. The cracked tooth. The drain of the void. I am stone. I am the golem from the top rope.
and I jump, and I turn into a golem,
Amazing.
and I use my advantage. If you're gonna have me do it beforehand, I will call it now.
Excellent. Yes, that's
I'm about to
excellent.
wreck some face here.
Roll with
So I'm
advantage.
adding. What am I adding? Arcana.
Can
Yeah.
make an attack roll.
Yeah,
instead.
up to you.
I think my +7 Arcana is gonna be my best bet here.
Probably.
Oh, it's about the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up
God,
to you.
Okay, I dropped a
Probably
bad
good
dice on the
Arcana.
ground.
Don't
Okay.
use it then.
Thanks,
For the
dice.
kids.
Mwah!
Use the good dice.
Papa needs to buy a ring for his new husband.
Baby! 19 and a natural 20!
Wow.
Wow, meow, 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 meow. 2 nat 20s already.
Meow.
I gotta keep it down. My neighbors are probably trying to
Oh.
go to bed. I got some old ass
Amazing.
neighbors. They can deal with it. Like, yeah. Like, yeah?
Like, yeah.
Like, yeah. So yeah, so it's a natural 20. So, as a golem, I, like, body slam this fucking all vampires.
Amazing.
You body
We now
slam
need-
all vampires.
A second skill check or an attack roll.
I will also, I'll just do another, thing. I bite the vampire's neck.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You do your own bite?
That's at 11.
And 11.
11 total?
Grand total. Yep, 4 plus 7.
Wait, what are you using before we go any further?
Oh,
A bite.
Arcana, plus 7.
I will aid you. Roll with advantage.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Okay.
But this
we'll use-
places me at risk.
You'll be fine.
I will not be fine. I have a bad feeling about this.
It is not a natural 20, but it is close.
And once
it a
we do the
one?
math, 25.
25.
Dang.
Nice.
I was worried this was a bit.
The golem turns around and points to open question and goes like, I got your baby. You and me. There's just long pause right here, and then elbow down on the vampire.
The
like
people's
what's going on
elbow.
there.
The people's elbow. And again you hear the voice of the Neon Madonna. And she says, whatever form you meant to be, you are the sun. You are the sun, and you burn them out. Scorch them in their multitudes. Their bones bleach in your gaze. O my darling Lord of Ash, look upon your works. And Petrina does not get up right away. She rolls
Are you
over.
good?
She lies there,
No.
basking in the sun, and she watches you with careful interest, like a hunter examining an unexpected jaguar. You have some time as you both catch your breath.
I lean up like, oh my god, are you okay? I didn't mean to like hurt you. I thought you were 100 vampires.
Out of the game. Get back over here.
And she might be hurt.
She's supposed to be hurt.
very, very delicately, you are lifted into the air and replaced on your pedestal by open question.
Okay. I'm not sure if you've ever seen the video of the guy picking up the sloth across the street,
Oh,
and the
yeah,
sloth just does this.
100%.
Oh,
That's like does not know what to do, so just open arms, and then you put him on the pedestal.
Yeah, no, that is exactly what I had in my mind, so it's really, really funny that that's what you picked.
That's perfect.
that's really funny.
Okay. So what's next?
I thought you
Alright.
would like being on top of the big, tall, rod-like structure.
See,
Wink. Wonk.
And from the
I
ground,
believe that's a single entente.
Just the one.
Just the
Wink.
one.
Just the tip.
As a treat.
Have just an entente as a treat.
One entente as a treat.
from the ground, Patrina growls, "They called me the lioness of Arvander once." And her eyes flash emerald, and you can see the stains on her face where war spells were daubed so often that it marked her forever. And she pulls herself up on a staff that flickers into existence and spreads her arms wide. And now, as she speaks, you can feel the whole tower sing with her strength. The first form she conjures lashes out at you before you can raise a defense. The sky is dark. The land is withered. My name is Famine, first and last weapon of war. Eat with me. And any food that was in your packs crumbles to ash.
Damn
it. And I would like each of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hostess cakes.
No.
Oh no. Oh
no.
no.
12.
12?
18.
18.
15.
15.
7.
Oh boy.
7. Okay.
We are in for it.
15 is just enough to meet it and beat it. So, Quip and Bosco, you both have failed the Constitution check, and you take 10 acid damage, and you're now poisoned until the end of the Game of Forms.
What does poison do?
Remind me.
The condition? I don't know.
Okay, then I shall look it up.
I wrote this a year ago. I don't know.
Disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yeah, disadvantage on attack rolls and
And ability,
ability
checks.
checks.
Is that all skill checks?
That's
Yeah.
how it's worded.
It's not saving throws.
It's not saving throws.
But
just
it is
skill
ability checks. Yes.
checks. Oh, that's
The things you're
rough.
doing right now.
Would have been good to use my antitoxin earlier. Before I was
Perhaps.
poisoned.
Hindsight.
You what? Oh, hindsight.
Hindsight.
I see. So, from here, Patrina changes form again. And this time she says, "I am pride carved indeed in stone. Call me the tower, where I rise, all fall." And the bones of a great spire wrench from Patrina's body, detonating her in a storm of abstract fire. A shockwave of psychic pressure slams you to your knees, and the emblem of tyranny casts its shadow on you, and you are being crushed as you change into... Who's gonna roll this time?
Not it. 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 GG Nuri.
I'll go, fine.
Okay.
Alright, so so something's crushing?
Yes, it is a
There's a
giant
crush.
tower. And it's like a psychic pressure slamming into you and crushing.
Oh, I am, I thought that was clever, but I realized that, like, the Library of Alexandria burned, so being knowledge, probably not the best.
The burnt up libraries.
Yeah, really.
They're just terribly flammable, I fear.
Full of flammable stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of
On
flammable
flambe.
stuff.
I
So
am.
many burnable things.
All right, we're gonna skip the humor theme for this one and say that I am hope cannot be crushed by the falling of objects.
Excellent.
Can be.
With hope.
Sometimes. Depends.
With hope you do get advantage on your 2 skill checks.
That's great because I rolled a 2.
Reroll.
Yeah. So that is a 12 for the first one.
12. Okay. And for a second one? 12 is a fail, by the way.
Nice, yeah, great.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't. That is another 26.
26.
Damn.
Nice. Okay, so that's 1 success. The pain cracks your spine, but you endure. You endure and change again, rejecting the megaton force. So, let's roll the damage for you.
Yeah, I think the first half I am hit. The second half I think of my frog husband, and that there's a
Aw.
chance that I might be able to make it home to him.
Aw. So you're gonna take half of 15 psychic damage.
That's all right. Okay,
This is 7.
cool.
And now you get to retry.
Oh,
You
Jake,
can also
for-
pass active player.
Yeah, you can change active player for the retry for this form.
what do you mean active player?
So right now
Hmm,
you're the
okay,
active
okay.
player. You did the skill checks, so you can
Oh,
either
for
redo
for
it.
funsies, let's pass it off to somebody else.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Funsies.
Who wants to take it?
not it.
I pass it to open question. I go, hey buddy, you're up. You're up, buddy.
Okay.
Unless somebody else wants to do it.
No,
Unless
I
somebody else
got
wants
this.
to do it.
I got this. I got this.
I believe in you,
Open-
old man.
Open question says over and over again. I got this. I got this.
Okay, one second.
You do got this.
I am the astral plane. Endless and boundless and unconquerable. And as he speaks, his voice grows strong and steady, and he pulls apart his hands, and there's the light of holy fire between them, and he says, unconquerable. Again.
Ooh. Amazing. So, roll your 2 skills. This is not one that gets advantage, but it doesn't
Okay.
get disadvantage.
I am going to do insight. Actually,
Okay.
wait. Astral plane is perception.
Hello,
And
pumpkin.
I am going to roll perception for both. Can anyone aid me?
Somebody
not
said,
on perception. I am not proficient.
Oh, perception?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't help you there. Sorry.
Buddy. None of
That
us are
appears
particularly
to
perceptive.
be a 21 on the first. And on the
Excellent.
second, I will use guidance because I know it's coming. So, and also I'm literally praying. So roll 1d4 to add to that. And that's a 17. It's just a 17. Oof. $17.
17. Okay, a 17 is enough.
So 2 successes.
2 successes.
21 and a 17.
Excellent. So,
Would you like
You
me to
know-
harvest the boy?
he's being okay for now.
Harvest that pumpkin.
Yeah, he just nibbled my toe and startled the heck out of me. um, so now he is being held.
Two
So,
success.
in the voice of a new character of sorts that sounds like a cacophony of voices coming from some indeterminate place, you hear, "The tower starts to crumble. It will take a long time to fall. All order ends, and conflict is the root operation by which all is computed. And your vision blurs as the tower
don't
seems
like
to
that.
fill your sight. I don't like that. Atop the tower, a party of adventurers plays a shape-shifting game with an evil archmage. The archmage winks at you, and her form changes. She made a little diorama of you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
How did she get my whole business? Do I look good?
You look great.
Good.
And this
Very
time,
heroic.
Better than
Probably
life.
doomed.
Damn Skippy.
this time, Patrina says, I am a lord of chaos. I am the Balor, ancient, alien,
Balor.
and evil. And the towering demon spreads her massive bat wings, and in that shadow her scales burn with evil power. The air shimmers with heat as she cracks her flaming whip in cruel salute. The Balor can murder entire armies, but she does not miss. Resistance to fire is vital here. Who would like to pick a form?
Em, I think you're up.
Got this one, I think.
Alright.
I'm the paladin my parents wanted me to be.
Oh. The paladin does get advantage.
Ooh.
And so here is religion.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Damn.
Okay, that's a success.
You have guidance on the next roll. I'm rolling both rosary sets in each hand.
So guidance and advantage?
For some reason that looks
Yes.
dirty.
Maybe not. Maybe go catechism yourself. Catechism?
Okay.
I don't know. How do you say that word? I'm a really bad priest.
Catechism.
Catechism. Pardon me.
Catechise?
I'm afraid I've got a catechism in my throat.
Wink wonk.
I'm sick. Okay.
Let's see. And as the silver armor of paladinhood forms around her, she draws a sword of bright light. Can I use a spell here?
What spell would you use?
Sacred Flame. The blade
Okay.
burns with radiant energy.
Nice.
Okay. I'm here for it. Let me roll. What do I need to roll for Sacred Flame?
As written, it would be a dexterity save from the target. I'd also be happy to roll a spell attack if you'd prefer.
Okay. The dexterity saving throw actually works here. So, give me one moment to snag her stat block. Okay. Actually, do we? Oh, wait. We do. Let me see. Doesn't have stats? You're away from your mic, so I can't hear you.
She does not, apparently.
Okay. So I would say dexterity. I'm just gonna arbitrarily say +4. That's gonna be a 15.
That ties my save DC.
Okay. So it meets it but beats it. So that would be not a success. Very cool though. Was that 2 tries? Or 2 skill checks or just 1 so far?
That was religion first, which
Okay.
was 20-something, and
Religion
then
first,
the
and then
spell's
the
the
spell.
second.
Okay, so 1 success. The whip misses, the sword glides past, but brute power is the least of the Balor's weapons. The shadows themselves catch fire as her evils and her plans unfold to encircle you. You burn eventually, and you will take 5 fire damage, and this round has to be retried.
Oh no.
Well, curses.
So who would like to take it? It would have to be either a quip or open question, because Bosco's already gone.
Yes.
I can take it if you'd like.
Yeah, I will. I can try to go. And quip is the walled city, which in theory she thinks stone walls won't burn. So that's her go-to idea.
All right. That one works. It does not get advantage, but the logic tracks. What skills would you want to use?
Gonna go with perception, but I do still have disadvantage because I'm poisoned. So she's like,
Okay.
If you're going with perception, I'll aid you. So you're neutral.
So I knew you'd neutralize me.
Straight roll.
It's gonna be 16. I don't
Okay.
have 16s tonight. For the first one.
Okay, try again.
And the 14 for the second.
14. Okay. That is actually a double fail, so 0 successes.
No. But I'm a city.
No, you were a city.
We're a city.
City's full.
The Balor's whip cracks again, and the sword swings again, and its plans unfold, and you find yourself ensnared. And do not mistake chaos for stupidity. The eldest evils have a cunning all their own, and you are swept up into it. And you will take 12 fire damage, and y'all have one more retry attempt for this form.
Oh no, you guys.
Your weaponized intentions lands true. And the great fiend laughs as it says, "Even in defeat, I am fire and scheme. I will return." It explodes and reforms, and the fiery shock slams into all of you. All of you characters are actually going to take... let me clear
Did I
this.
blank out? Did I miss something?
Oh, it's redoing, or doing a retry.
Oh, God. Right.
Yep. So you'll take each 11 fire damage.
Ah.
Ouchie. And at this point, the next person can try. I think everyone's gone once, so now anybody can go.
I have not gone yet. And I am
Didn't you
picking
do a
what to be.
retry?
Not against the Valor. Oh, yes, I did.
Against
I
vampire?
guess I could go again.
Good.
Yeah.
Give me just a second to find something I like. Oh, this is really cool to be on this side of it.
It's a
man.
really cool mechanic. I'm
This
very impressed.
is slick as shit.
There's
With
so
magic.
much
You're running
like,
it beautifully, and I'm really pleased.
Thank you. It's very well set up. I did miss the earlier flavor text for a retry, but then I
No worries.
remembered that it's there. So now you guys get free damage.
We get
It's free
burned.
real estate. Yay!
Are there
Bats.
no survivals left?
This
Not a great
is
investment.
any
there are no
survival
survivals
skills left?
Ooh, goodness. Ranger has been used.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're all
no.
used up.
That's bad.
And
Let's see. You
That's one of my
haven't
better skills
used
too.
Bounty,
insight and
rebirth.
perception.
Bounty,
Insight and
Rebirth,
perception.
Knowledge, Relic, Sphinx, Beholder,
Okay.
Counterspell, Dragon.
Yeah. Question stares up at the Balor for a while, and he says, "I am knowledge, the secret
Okay.
language of the celestial making, and I abjure you."
Ooh. Bitch got abjured.
What a god.
Oh, I had a city. Better than what I got.
We'll see.
No. So that one does not get advantage, but it doesn't get disadvantage, and you are also not poisoned, so no
Can
disadvantage
someone
there.
aid me with insight?
Insight
Yes.
is
I can give
no.
you guidance.
I can
would
aid
like
you,
guidance
sir.
very much. Oh,
Guidance?
really?
And I can aid you with insight.
Okay. That
You're
is
just
a
surrounded
21
by
on the
aids.
first one, so I'll take my guidance on the second one, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Also, I did hear that.
21 is a
It's
success.
a 21 and a 27. I
Is
think
that
I'm
a
fine.
nat 20?
Yeah, nat 20. Blah, 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 blah.
Wah, 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 wah.
And so the runes of the celestial language curl around Open Question's hands and form what you would recognize as a sealing spell.
Oh, cool.
A what?
Back
Healing
to hell.
Ah,
Like a sealing spell.
yeah. No, I thought
Ceiling.
like
The sealing
Yeah, no.
spell.
It does in some senses form a ceiling because they end up in hell with a ceiling over them.
got it.
That's
Got it.
true.
Got it.
And as you do this, the whip misses. The sword falls. Even Balors have weaknesses and blind spots. And as she collapses, her burning gaze favors you and a clawed hand reaches out. The sword clatters as the Balor collapses like a marionette.
Woo!
Stepping out of the sulfur smoke, Patrina gives her puppet self a cheerful kick and gestures to the lightning blade before taking another shape.
I will take the blade.
Huh.
Does
Dibs.
anyone like swords?
I do.
Here's
I'm getting a
a
little
sword.
tired of the track. Need to move on to something else.
Would you like a sword? Yes.
Yes, give,
A
please.
sword?
Yes.
Yes,
Take
there are
the
a
sword.
few more
Here you
things you
go,
can
sir.
do.
Oh my god.
So,
Very
Ah,
slowly lowers it into your hands.
The music
like
plays
the
right now.
world's shittiest forklift. And very slowly you can hear the Zelda open chest theme playing in the background. Very slowly, Inception style.
Nice.
Oh no.
This
All
time,
right. So which form does she take?
this time
So
she
sorry.
says, I am the Winter Serpent, Arkfey, a princess of air and darkness. A woman in simple clothes stands before you, tall and lean, with snow-white eyes and wide pupils. Her imperial bearing would be enough to mark her as accustomed to command, and the cloak of ice clasped with sapphire suggests she's still in practice. The court of air and darkness does acknowledge certain ancient rites that can be used to appease even mighty royalty. What fealty do you offer as you become? Patrina is an Arkfey now.
Faye. And winter? Like general winter vibe going on here?
Extremely winter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vibe.
Sorry, Emerald, did you have something?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something. Has anybody done rebirth yet?
Nope.
Okay. Then, yeah. I am rebirth. I am spring. When spring rolls around, which is not winter. I'm not sure if you're seeing what I'm going for here in terms of opposite of Archfey winter stuff. Spring, lots of sex, lots of babies, and some dice,
It's some dice.
which I'm going
do
to roll.
you Do you offer any fealty as suggested?
Hell no. To her?
It's
I'm
dead.
confused. I'm confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Oh no, you did perfectly. It's just an additional thing for this
I don't
form.
know. Ew. No. No.
That's an
Fealty?
extremely reasonable response. Let me be clear.
No. I don't.
Okay.
No, you're supposed to lose the game. I'm not going to bow to you.
Guardians bow to no one.
Alright. Arcana. 18. No.
Assist you on Arcana if needed.
No. I don't need it. 18. I don't need it.
Okay, an
Meh,
18
meh,
is a
meh.
success. Now you can do another ability check, or you can do a charisma saving throw. Up to you.
Oh.
A charisma saving throw? Oh yeah, that ain't my bag. No. Yeah.
And-
Flowers. Hella flowers.
Hella. Second skill
Peaches.
check.
Wait. Peaches, spring, flowers. We'll stick with flowers. Bees everywhere. Fuck, that's an 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. The cold buffets you, and the little fae smirks as glacial waves hammer at you. This form isn't working. And you become something else. So first, with a 1 success, you will take half of 21 damage, so 10.
10. I got my
10 cold
petunias!
damage to the Dongus. And
Cool.
as you take the cold damage, she says, I am Autumn's End, last lover of leaves. Know me by my given name, Morgan Le Fay. We will walk together and be handmaidens to frost. Who wants to pick the next form? To retry against the Arc Fae.
Investigation slide.
How much damage did our friend take?
A
10.
lot. I'm
How
down to
you
6.
looking?
I got about a 6.
6 of your numbers remaining.
This is an autumn situation. Damn it. Stupid Morgan Le Fay.
Exactly as in the old Arthurian legends.
Then I am the bounty. I am the result of your season, and you can't hurt my fruit.
I love that a lot.
Can't hurt my fruit?
And
Just the nervous.
do investigation. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Sorry, mommy. Sorry. Mother. Sorry. Apologies, mom.
Apologies.
Mother, apologies.
That, oh gosh. With disadvantage on my investigation, that's a 16.
Well, do you want to, for advantage, to cancel out your disadvantage, offer fealty of some kind? It's a tarp.
A tarp?
It's a trap.
Oh, it's like, you don't have any tarps.
It would cancel out your disadvantage, though.
A tarp would help you protect those fruits.
It's true.
That's true.
Fruit protection should be your priority.
We did that in Florida in the summer. Put a tarp over it with a lamp. Keeps all your things. Anyways, carry on.
Tarp it.
I'll pull out my rations, like my fruits.
Your ash rations?
My
Your
ash
ash,
rations.
yes, because they're all ash now.
Well, that's her fault.
So you
She
pull a
should know
handful
about
of
that.
ash and be like, this was fruit.
This was fruit until you were here.
Got him.
Until you
Got him.
started all this.
Let me just roll a dice here. You know, that's... That was good enough for me. It's a symbolic. Jake.
What offerings aren't symbolic?
Apologies to the authors.
What offerings aren't symbolic? Says the goth-ass gnome.
Usually.
So, goth-ass gnome, what would it have been without disadvantage?
Oh no.
Or just reroll something new.
Okay, it's like I don't remember.
It's not going to be lower.
Maybe.
22.
Alright, 22 is a success. So now you can do another skill check, or you can do a
good.
charisma saving throw.
Oh, charisma is better. Okay.
Jake's just
Charisma
shaking
saving
his
throw.
head slightly.
What? Jake!
Same
Either
to you.
help a brother out or stop
Same
your
to you.
head shaking.
Oh, and so shaking my head is not a
And make the saving throw. It's the right choice.
In the original manga adaptation, my understanding was that the saving throws were somewhat more difficult. I read it in a book.
You read it in a book. This slow turtle says, oh my god. So I'll go back
But
to
do you
investigation.
trust me is the question.
I don't know, I saw in that neck. I gotta
Yeah, saw in that neck.
respect the throat muscle.
Respect the throat? It's just getting worse and worse in here. We're not going to be able to air this stream.
Oh no, it's going up. This is the moneymaker.
As the founders, Boston and I have decided it's gotta go.
Rusty.
I must send
It's a 17 investigation.
17. That
You're
is
guided. You're
just
guided. You're guided. You are absolutely guided.
It is a success.
You're still guided. I'm not
Well,
I'm
good
not
guide if you
offering
want.
hints and prayers. I'm sending thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Except mine actually help. Guidance.
Guidance? I don't know.
You're good. It's 17's pass.
Okay. I was gonna say, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm
For
still
flavor,
helping.
you do a little better
just
than
wanna help.
just enough. So, behind the whipping snow, in the clinging ice, there is a single self. The Fae is only anchored tenuously to this world, and as you endure, that anchor fails. The Archfey drifts in and out of focus, like a friend vanishing into snow blindness. Her cloak hangs off absent shoulders, frozen solid enough to stand on its own. Winter Serpent is gone, replaced by Patrina again. The cloak, however, seems real enough. Do you want to grab the cloak? Anyone?
Yeah.
Sure.
I have a sick-ass cloak already. Somebody need this cloak. Mine smells.
I have one. I don't know what it does though. What does it
Grab
do?
the cloak and throw it over Emerald.
Yeah.
Okay.
She does not react in time. It just
Okay, so let me just send you an image. The cloak itself isn't magical, but the brooch that is on the cloak is magical, and it acts as Winter Serpent's instant fortress, which is made entirely from elemental ice. It's identical to Instant Fortress, but it doesn't deal damage when unfolding. It just scoots creatures out harmlessly. And the Winter Serpent lives inside of it.
Oh, great.
As a Winter Eladrin.
That's what you want, a snake-filled cloak.
Snake Cloak!
it's pretty death metal.
It's
Snake
pretty death metal.
cloak. Snake cloak.
This time...
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Oh
whoa.
no! Please don't. Do not woe the snake cloak.
This time... actually, should we take a quick break here or continue on? There's a couple more forms So I don't know how
I
long it'll
need a
take.
mo.
Yeah. Okay.
I need a,
Okay.
I need a
Let's
little
take a quick break.
Okay.
I need
Here.
a quick break for your
I will
Jake.
pause, and we will come back shortly.
Okay.
We are going to take a quick 5-minute break, and while we are doing that, this is a great time. We'll read some donations, and then we'll be right back with more One Night Strahd.